but the measurements will always speak for themselves. Like, well, shoot, if that's what the rap song's saying, what my ratio saying? Okay, hips, don't go too fast now. But I forget that my body is my body, and I'm like, oh, that's us now. I just want to commend you for even being here and watching this video, because it means you're trying. It means you're showing up for yourself. Comment below, let me know where you are on your journey. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Grada. That's Grada like Prada, but with the G. Don't forget the LOVE. And if you forget the love, then we gotta talk. So, I'm back with another video. I'm doing another Wegovy weight loss update. I'm now 6 months in. Can't believe it. Feel like I just started, and I was very nervous when I first started my Wegovy journey. I didn't even know how to do the injection right. But they told me to go into the nurse and stuff. And I'm like, nah, I did not need to make no appointment. I looked online. Shout out to the girlies on TikTok, on YouTube, all of y'all, because that was my market research. That taught me how to do the, as Trinity would say, my niece. But I'm now 6 months in, and I have some updates for y'all that I want to share. I want to share the things that I've learned, and hopefully it helps you on your journey. Before we even get into the things, last month when I went to the doctor, I went to my weight loss doctor appointment, and she goes back through my chart, and she realizes that my heaviest weight was actually 304 pounds. So I've lost more than I thought. My heaviest weight at home was 300, at the doctor, 304. So it is now April 8th. As of April 6th, I weigh 239.4 pounds. So that means I'm down 60.6 pounds. What? The freak? Even saying that out of my mouth sounds like insane, because to think that one day, like if I keep going on the trajectory I'm on, I'm going to look up and be like, I'm 75 pounds down. I'm 100 pounds down. Like, I don't know where this journey will lead, but like, to think all my life I struggled so much. And a big thing that the doctors say is, when are you going to let someone help you? Like, you've been doing your part and nothing is working, but then like the medicine literally works with you. It's that's all I got to say. Okay, I be getting on my soapbox when it comes to Wegovy. I do. Now let's move into the body fat percentage. I started my journey at 68.3% body fat. Now I'm at 53.2%. That is a 15.1% decrease in my body fat percentage. Wow. And also, let's get into lean body mass, because that's very important on our weight loss journeys. Okay, getting in our protein, building muscle. My doctor, my primary care physician, she always makes sure to check my Renfo app and look at my lean body mass to see how my muscle mass is increasing. And my lean body mass went up 18.14 pounds. Okay, so I gained essentially 18 pounds of muscle. And that's a pretty big deal. Like, even though I've been losing weight, I've been like replacing it with muscle. And also, muscle helps burn fat. That was one of the first things I learned on my weight loss journey, maybe in college. Like, that was one of the first things I learned when I was just having more serious conversations around weight loss. My BMI went down essentially 10 points. So we went from 51.06 BMI to 41.08 BMI. So that's a big deal too, because of course that is the scale that we use on a universal level. So I only put that there for that reason, if that helps anyone. Now to my measurements. This is the part that matters to me because I want to keep my ratio. I'm not going to say I've always been curvy, because when I was a kid, my weight was not like, positioned a certain way, because, puberty hadn't happened. I didn't grow into my woman body yet. And yeah, so I think my measurements are important, because I may not see it on the scale drastically, but the measurements will always speak for themselves. So I'm going to put up a screenshot of my measurements so you can see it all together. But I started at 15.5 with my neck, and I lost 1 full inch off of my neck. And it was given that. Like, if you look at, when I show y'all the pictures later on in this video, you will see the neck went down. For sure. For sure. So next is my chest. My chest went down from 49 inches to 45 inches. We lost 4 pounds in our chest. You will see that too. You will see it. It is a very visible difference, especially the side profile picture. So keep that in mind moving forward. Waist went down 4 inches as well. We went from 45 inches to 41 inches. I remember in college, there are certain times in life when my measurements stand out to me. So in another video, I think I mentioned something about how I had hit my middle school weight. There was one day I weighed myself, I was 238. I don't know what happened for me to go back up to 239, but we gonna figure that out on another episode. But when I hit 238, I remembered that number because that was my middle school weight that when I started playing soccer. I was 238. I don't remember why I measured myself or why I weighed myself, but I remember that weight in middle school. And so to think that I'm going back to my middle school weight it's hitting something in my inner child. It's hitting her. She's talking. She's conversating with me. We're figuring some things out, reconciling. So I say all that to say that the last time I measured myself in college, I think my waist was like 38. Because that was back when rap songs were saying like her measurements are, I don't know what, 45, 22, 65, like, so I was just really kind of going through a period of being obsessed with my measurements because I was coming into my woman body and I wanted to see like, well, shoot, if that's what the rap song's saying, what my ratio saying? My waist in that time was like 38 inches. So I think at my potentially smallest adult body, I had a 38-inch waist. So we're almost there. We're literally 3 inches from my 20-year-old college experience. My waist was 38 inches. Just for reference on where I've been on this journey. And I know for some people that's still a big waist, but you know what? That was waist I had. So let's go to hips. I started at 56.6 inches and went down to 50.5 inches. That is 6-inch decrease in my hips. Like, okay, hips, don't go too fast now, but that is a 6-inch decrease. Either way, the body's going to do what the body needs to do. And honestly, I'm learning to listen to my body and trust that my body will do what it need to do to make sure I'm healthy. And as long as I do my part, my body will do its part in taking care of me. And I've seen that in so many ways. We'll talk more about it later. See, I be getting distracted. Anybody else get a little distracted? Okay. If you following along, I thank you for staying tapped in because I be trailing off a little bit. All right. So next is my left thigh. My left thigh started at 36.6 inches. We went down to 31 inches. That's 5.5 decrease in inches on my left thigh. And it actually is the exact same on my right thigh. My right thigh was started at 35.5. We went down to 30. So we lost 5.5 inches on both thighs. They're off an inch. Can't really explain why, but it is what it is. And then for my left calf, I started at 20.5 inches, went down to 19.5 inches. So lost 1 inch in my calf, my left calf, and I lost 2 inches in my right calf, which now evens out my calves. So now we're going to get into the photos. This is the part that is really like a mind blow. So I'm going to put up photos of the front. This is the front. The picture I have starts from September 22nd, 2024, and then we have April 6th, 2025. That is literally just past the 6-month mark. I'm wearing the exact same outfit just for reference. And you can already see in the chest, we see the chest measurements that went down. We see the waist, we see the hip. You can just see it all around. My arms even look toned. Like, yeah. Feel free to pause if you want to keep looking at one picture over the other. Feel free to pause. The side is another one. Actually, all three are crazy. But let's get into this side profile. The neck, you see it. The arms, you see it. The butt, the stomach, chest. It's just, I think sometimes I posted a TikTok about it, but I forget that my body is my body. And I'm like, oh, that's us now. That's right. Like, I be forgetting that is us now. That's our body. Wow. Okay. All right. And last but not least, we have the back profile. As you can see, it's just overall, it just feels like I just said. And for that, we thank God. Okay? We thank God. Because my back, like, I was like, why they keep calling big girls big bags? Like, I understand our backs be big, but relax. But my back really was big and went down. So you know what? For that, I'm grateful. I still feel as though I'm still in the big back community, if that's what we want to call it. Because we can reclaim our names, right? We can reclaim it. Anyway, y'all, your girl went down. So now we're going to segue to the dosage I was on and side effects and everything. So just yesterday, I took my 4th dose of 1.7 milligrams. So that means for a month, I've been on 1.7 milligrams. Before that, I was on, well, let me pretty much say the trajectory. First, I was on 0.25 milligrams, right? That was my first month. Second month, 0.5. Then we went up to 1. And I stayed on 1 milligram literally up until a month ago. So that was, I guess, supposed to be a maintenance dose if that's what would have worked. But then I plateaued. After losing 50 pounds. And, oh, shout out to Jess. I'm going to tag her page down below, but she's also on a weight loss journey and she's doing it naturally. Like, she's dancing, counting calories and everything. And so her journey inspires me so much too. Like, cause I be needing a good game. Okay. Regardless of whether I'm on a shot or not, I be needing a good game. But shout out to her because she talked about the plateaus on her podcast, and I'm gonna link her podcast too because it's so good. She be getting in my tail and I'd be like, why are you so loud? But I needed it. So, okay. Shout out to her. Because I hit a plateau, and I think hearing somebody talk about it meant a lot, especially hearing somebody talk about that 50-pound decrease plateau, because like she said, we started feeding our bodies like we did when we were 25 or 50 pounds heavier, and that's what kind of causes us to plateau. We got to shift some things, change up the game. For me, I shifted my dose, therefore shifted my diet too, and when I work out more, I get hungrier, of course. But with the medication, you naturally start to lose your appetite. So you kind of have to make sure you stay on top of like consuming food and listening to your body when you're hungry. Because when I exercise, I actually can hear my appetite. Like my stomach growls. And I think that that's important. And at 1 milligram, it started growling more often. And I was like, now wait a minute. But at 1.7, I now feel like I'm getting more control over my appetite again. And I'm able to listen to it without being consumed by like, I need to eat so much, you know. So when I did go up to 1.7 milligrams, I did notice some more nausea. And that was just when I was overeating. Like if I waited too long to eat and then I found myself feeling like really hungry and then I would overeat, that's when the nausea would come. And I talked about this on TikTok as well. So shout out to my TikTok. If you want to go ahead and follow me on there, you should. I'm Grada Love on TikTok. But one thing that my best friend told me years ago, which still applies because we have dealt with emotional eating and overeating. And so we kind of had to learn some hacks. Okay, you can't go to sleep at night if your food is right here. So we started doing, well, she told me about this hot water with lemon. And so drinking hot water with lemon at night helps speed up your digestion. And that helps too. If I overeat on Wegovy, I can just drink that or drink you some ginger tea. I think I put a ginger chew into some hot water before with some lemon, and that was great. Helped move everything through. Also, my weight loss doctor told me that movement in general is going to help your food move. So if you take a walk after a meal, that helps your food to move through your digestive tract versus letting it sit, because the medicine is slowing it down, but you don't want it to just sit in one place, you know? Also, another thing to help you with side effects that might come up is to get your fiber in, whether it is in your food that you're eating, whether it is a supplement, if you're going to take one. Like if I find myself getting constipated, being completely transparent, if I find myself getting constipated, I start doing a little fiber in the water mix. We got some, I think it's Metamucil or something, but I'll like mix some of that, drink that once a day or something. Make sure you get your electrolytes in, because that also helps with your digestive tract. Third of all, if you have a daily vitamin, go ahead and do that. So I take a daily vitamin, and I take omega-3s for my joints, because my family got knee problems, and I'm doing a lot with my body. I am losing weight, and that is significantly helping my knees and my knee problems that I have. Like I've had knee pain like recently. So, you know, I take those just to keep my joints nice and lubricated, you know. So that's what I would recommend as far as supplements. Make sure you get your fiber, make sure you get your protein, make sure you are drinking your water, getting electrolytes, and a daily vitamin if you can. I don't know if this is a side effect, but I'm going to say it. I be cold. I don't, like, my iron levels are fine. My doctor checked. We're good. But I be cold. Like, my fiance be just fine. And I be like, you not cold? I'm cold. And I don't know. It could be because of where I'm at in my time of the month. I don't know. I just be cold. So I be bringing like hoodies and sweaters places, or, you know, a good little throw. As you can see, I'm in my cardigan right now. But we did drop in temperature last night. It's 48 degrees outside now. It was just 80. Like, relax, DMV, relax. So lastly, for fitness and nutrition, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. I'll be eyeballing it. But I do try to eat protein forward meals, okay? I am on my last week with Factor because, as some of y'all may know, my job is kind of in a uncertain place. So I am stopping Factor for now, but I'm in my last week, and honestly, the meals are hitting. And I picked the protein forward option because I need to make sure I get it in, okay? I eat another thing that my weight loss doctor told me is to eat your vegetables first. If you have a plate and you have a certain amount of vegetables, and then you have your protein, and then you have your carbs, make sure you eat your vegetables first, then you eat your protein, then you eat your carbs. I usually eat the vegetables first and then the protein and carbs together, because it just tastes better. Okay, if you got some potatoes with the chicken it tastes better together. I'm just saying. For y'all who know, you know. We here for a reason, right? Okay. Factor has been really helpful in reminding me to eat and making it easy for me to eat, because being in school full time while working full time, well, I was working full time, more on that later, but all of that is a lot. It is a lot. And then to try to like plan a meal in the midst of that, like I'm taking 4 art classes, so I have to use creative energy constantly. So to have to think about what I'm eating and to plan a meal for the week, too much. So shout out to Factor, because that has really helped me these past, I don't know, maybe the past month that I've been using it. I skipped a week or two. I think I've had about 3 deliveries. This was my 3rd. But I was skipping just to like, you know, because some would be in the freezer. If I didn't run out, then I would just use them the following week. So as far as calories, I'll be eyeballing. I'm just telling y'all that now. Okay. Like, at least Factor tells me on the box how many calories I'm eating and whatnot. But generally I eyeball it. And I also eyeball it by my appetite, because I don't really be having a big appetite and I end up wasting food on the back end. So now I'm like going lower. And then like if I want to get more, I'll just get more. But I like to eat protein cereals. So like I was doing the Cheerios with the word protein on the front. So that was like a protein rich cereal. I love a good little almond milk and some cereal. I do. Okay. And Quaker got these brown sugar oatmeal squares. That's what they call. They're oatmeal squares, and they have 10 grams of protein per serving. So that's good. And then I put in some granola that has protein in it as well. And so that's a good protein rich breakfast for me. Additionally, my trainer has a smoothie. Like if I want to have a smoothie, lately I have not been in the mood for these smoothies. I'm not going to hold you. But let me read to you what it has on it. So the smoothies have 1 scoop of protein powder, 3 ounces of egg whites, half a banana, 16 grams of all natural peanut butter, 20 grams of berries, chia seeds, 20 grams of plain rolled oats, and spinach. So that is a good breakfast. If I don't know, something about textures has been getting to me lately. So if I have it in me, then I will go ahead and make a smoothie at home and eat that. I mean, drink that. And let me see. Another option for breakfast that I like is 2 scrambled eggs with spinach and feta cheese. My go-to. My road dog will never let me down. 2 scrambled eggs with some spinach. And if I got more time on my hands, I'll add in some onions, peppers, and tomatoes. Hold on, I need some water. You know how you get that dry spot in your throat? I hate it. But that's my go-to. Some eggs, an egg scramble, protein forward cereal, or I'll do the smoothie. So then I'll have a factor meal after that. I got some ground turkey because I wasn't sure if my factor was coming this week. So I have some ground turkey in there I can cook up, and some spinach and kale. So I can like saute that, do that together, maybe have some rice. I don't always want rice. The potatoes in my factor meals have been so good, but I probably need to go ahead and give those up. So I honestly would be good with like protein and veggies, to be honest. I think, but I think if I starve myself with carbs too much, I'm going to crave them. We'll experiment with that. First of all, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for following along on my journey. I appreciate all of the support that has been coming through. It means a lot to know that we are on this journey together. I know how much other creators help me to feel less alone on this journey. And I hope that somehow I can help you feel less alone, because the journey for a lot of us has been long. It's been very difficult. It's been challenging. It's challenged us, in fields of worthiness, of self-esteem. We've had to learn to love ourselves in spite of what the world might think of us. And now it's like we can reclaim ourselves. And so I hope you know, just because you're on this journey doesn't mean you took the easy way out. We are still working very hard on our health. We are still working hard to manage stress day to day. We are still working hard to not listen and give in to cravings of overeating. We are still working on those things. And I just want to commend you for even being here and watching this video, because it means you're trying. It means you're showing up for yourself. It means you are doing something that is one step closer to the most authentic version of you, the version that makes sense in your mind and now in the world. So with all that said, I'm sending you so much love on your journey. Comment below. Let me know where you are on your journey. Let me know any questions you might have. How many months are you in? Which GLP1 are you on? Because you might not even be on Wegovy. So which one are you on? How's your journey going? And keep me posted. Let's keep talking. Let's keep inspiring each other to work through these things and get to the next level in our journey. Let's get there together. So, peace.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear